Okay, folks. Money. I've been asked this question over and over and over. Let me do a video. Like, I don't know how to put this together. What is money? Or rather, what's okay? Let me put this differently. Right. Uh, when you deposit money in a bank, actually you are not depositing money in a bank. You are loaning the money to the bank, and the bank can do whatever with it. Right. When and the way it works in reality, right, in actual nuts and bolts of it, right. If you work in agriculture and you pick tomatoes, you're a tomato picker. At the end of the day, you get paid in tomatoes. Normally, you get these. I don't know, you get paid. Let's say if you were to get paid daily, you would get paid 2 kilograms of tomatoes. Or so you get these tomatoes, go to the market, and exchange them with goods and services. This is the basic, the nuts and bolts, the structure of the concept of payment. In a large economy, you cannot get paid with air conditioners or tomatoes or flowers or sandwiches. You get paid with what they call currency, right? So they give you this. That is the unit of account. It's called currency. What does that do? That is the government supplying this unit of account, so you don't have to get the air conditioner at the end of the month and go to the market and exchange it with goods and services. This is the currency. This is the unit of account. You need a unit of account. So what is money? Money is goods promised which are not delivered yet. So once you have this, right, this is about 20 euros. 2,000 Albanian leks is 20 euros. Means that you have 20 euros of goods and services that the world owes, or basically the Albania or the Albanian producing companies owe to me. I have this. This is the meaning. Right. So when you loan your money to a bank, or when your payment goes to a bank, you're basically loaning your money to a bank. It's just a loan. Which means that when the bank cannot pay you back the loan, it wipes out. It gets wiped out. All right. So if someone lends me 100 euros and I cannot pay it back, then it's gone. I mean, unless they send me to jail or beat me up, I can't pay it. So it's gone. It's wiped out. It's erased from the books. Right. So that is why global trade is not, and I insist, I emphasize it, is not based on dollars. Because money doesn't exist. So it's just something you owe me or I owe you. Global trade is based on US treasuries. Why? So if I am exporting $100 million and I get $100 million or euros, I don't want to have these euros or dollars sitting in a bank, because if the bank goes bankrupt, I lose it. I want an asset which guarantees at least all my money back, without at least the minimum, the principal. And this asset is called US Treasuries. So global trade does not run on dollars. Global trade runs on U.S. treasuries. Why? Because U.S. treasuries are guaranteed to be delivered by U.S. Congress. So basically, you are making a deal with U.S. Congress, which guarantees you'll get your money back, meaning they're just printed. They're just not actually printed, but they'll create a number on a computer, on a digital quantity on a computer. So the entire global trade is based on U.S. treasuries, not dollars. No one wants to hold dollars in a bank account because you're going to lose it once the bank goes bankrupt. If the bank goes bankrupt, and they are all bankrupt right now, they are all insolvent. So essentially, if we are to see U.S. treasuries as asset, it's barter. It's asset versus asset. I ship goods and services, I get U.S. treasuries. Because no one holds dollars in a bank account. No exporter, no rich person have no money at all. They just have assets. The cost of money does not exist for the filthy rich at all. They just have assets. So once these global exporters no longer trust U.S. treasuries, because you're getting nothing out of them. Actually, with inflation out of control, you're getting less in real terms. So you are lending $100 billion to U.S. Congress, and you're getting less, which is interest minus inflation. So what you're going to do, you are going to use other assets as a global exporter. And in the case right now, we're talking about metals and energy and crude oil, which is crude oil, aluminum, iron ore, copper. I can't remember what. Right. So this is in a very simple way, the way the global trade used to work during the reign of the Eurodollar system, total reign of the Eurodollar system, which is 1980, 2015. And the difference from 2015 up until now is that the Eurodollar system is no longer the only trading system through which global exporters exchange goods and services. We have now barter, which is crude oil, aluminum, iron ore, and copper, and maybe even coal, but not sure about that yet, competing with U.S. treasuries. Again, there is no money, there are no dollars. There are U.S. treasuries. There are German bonds. There are Japanese bonds. These are the currency. The 20 euro equivalent of Bahamian money here that I use for the global trade is U.S. treasuries or maybe German bonds or maybe Japanese bonds, but overall it's U.S. treasury. That is the currency. So friends, again, trying to explain in a very structural, simple way the world used to work pre-2015 and works now after 2015. And so what happened in 2015? It's Made in China 2025 strategy by Xi Jinping in the CCP Congress of the time, or plenum, or whatever they call them, which has been widely successful up until now. Okay, folks. And again, never forget, for the next 10 years, or 5 years, or 10 years, everything is bad. Everything will get worse. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. Have no hope. The worst is yet to come. You have a great, fantastic day.